Not too long ago in a city of desks, a hopeless defective pen was born. Ponky was his name, and he was the first child born to two pen parents, Clarissa and Clyde. They were very excited when they realized that the pencil case that was going to be distributing the new baby to the humble desk, also known as home. Once the child arrived, they were quite elated. Until Ponky got about to the age of 3. When pens about the age of 3, they should start producing ink for the children to write with. But Ponky was different. His parents waited patiently for 2 years for Ponky to produce ink, until one day, after he turned 5, that they couldn't take it anymore. His parents decided to take Ponky to their family doctor, Dr. Whiteout. Dr. Whiteout was not the type of character that would go to all types of parties and have so much fun until he passed out. He was very serious about everything. He also never sugarcoats anything. And it ever so happened that he was the one to break the horrible news to Ponky's parents that he was classified as a defective pen.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but your son Ponky will never be able to produce ink ever. Pens need to be able to produce ink to succeed in life. Now your son, well, he won't be getting anywhere. I'm just going to be straight up here and say that he is a complete failure at life. My son is not a defect. He's perfectly fine. Honey, take my purse. We're leaving.
Mommy, am I a mistake?
Of course you aren't, sweetheart. A lot of pens can't produce ink.
Indeed, Mother Pen was unquestionably mistaken. Because of this horrible deficiency, Ponky's life was changed permanently.
7 years later.
Ponky's first day of school came quicker than it should have. Him and his parents were both utterly prepared. Ponky arrived at school with all the other pens, pencils, highlighters that day. Their school was stationed on a huge teacher's desk, and there was no question about it that Ponky was obviously going to get lost.
I can't wait to make new friends today,
thought Ponky. He wandered into the schoolyard. The moment he stepped into the yard, a small blue ballpoint pen approaches him.
Have you seen a purple cap? A boy named Bix lost one.
No, I haven't. I'm really sorry.
Ponky tended to feel sorry for many reasons, even if he couldn't answer a question. His parents and his doctors always made him feel like a big mistake.
Oh no, don't be. It's fine. I was just wondering.
And the small ballpoint pen hopped off back further into the yard, away from Ponky. Ponky started making his way through the yard with all the other school supplies. But the moment Ponky stepped foot into the middle of the schoolyard, the bell rang and he started making his way to his class line.
Come on, class. Line up. Single file only.
Ponky hopped into his line with all the other students and they began to walking off to class. This classroom was amazing. A pile of sticky notes for each student, beautiful windows, and the best part was in the classroom was air conditioning. Ponky tended to sweat a lot when it was hot out. Ponky hopped over to a bright pink sticky note, his favorite color. But only seconds after Ponky sat down at his pink sticky note, a tall, slim, bright pink fountain pen approached him.
Excuse me, but I was gonna sit there. Move, you stupid boy.
Nudges Ponky out of the way before he can say another word. Ponky gets up, tears start to fill his eyes.
How could someone be so inconsiderate of other people's feelings?
Hey, are you okay? You seem sad.
Oh, it's nothing. Just that pink fountain pen over there.
Oh, Pinky? Don't mind her. She's just out to hurt anyone in her way. She lives in one of those rich desks near the front of the city.
Good morning, class. Welcome to your first day of grade 7. We will start out by getting to know each other.
Ew, what the heck? I don't want to get to know these losers. Like you. Totes gross.
Child, please hush while I'm speaking. So, I would like for you children to pick a partner and write what you think about them, okay? Gotcha.
Ponky didn't know what to do. He just stood there while everyone else was writing. He couldn't produce ink, so what was he going to do anyway, right? But while he was sitting there, waiting, he saw that the fountain pen named Pinky was walking over towards him. Smiling, she dropped a sticky note on his desk.
I'm gonna be a partner, okay?
Maybe she isn't so mean after all.
Thought Ponky. In capital letters, she wrote,
You are one pathetic loser.
Ponky felt very sad and was about to cry, but the recess bell stopped his train of thought. and everyone ran outside. Ponky followed. He sat alone at recess, crying. Once Ponky got inside to sit at his sticky note pod, his teacher was already at the front door.
Okay, class, now we're going to do some writing exercises. You will each have to come up to the blackboard and write your name. We want to see how well you write. Pinky, how about you come up to the board first?
Why, thank you, Mr. Ruler. I'd be happy to.
Pinky walks up to the board and starts writing her name in perfect pink ink. The class starts to applaud.
Very good, Pinky. Now, how about you, Ponky? How about you show us how nice you can write?
Ponky freezes in his seat. How's he going to write on the board if he can't even produce ink? He inches forward toward the board. Ponky stands there, trying his hardest to produce ink, but he just can't.
I'm a total failure.
Ponky thinks to himself.
Ponky, are you going to write for us? We don't have all day.
Ponky was shocked about what his teacher had said to him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ruler, but I can't produce ink. My mother must not have told you that when she enrolled me. I'm very sorry.
The class laughed and yelled mean comments. You're ugly!
You're stupid. You're worthless. You're a defective pen. I knew there was something wrong with you. How did you even get into this school?
And that was when Ponky couldn't even take it anymore. He knew that he had failed everyone, and he ran out of the classroom, crying.
Ponky, hey Ponky, wait up.
What is it? Are you gonna make fun of me too?
No, I'm just here to tell you that you aren't the only one with an ink disability. You produce no ink, but I produce too much ink. I'm overflowing.
This is when Inkie had an idea. Inkie decided that she was going to give some of her ink to Ponky instead of keeping it all to herself. She opened up her cartridge and poured some ink into Ponky's empty ink cartridge.
Oh my, I can finally write. I've never been so happy in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm so appreciative. Thanks so much, Inkie, you're the best.
And as all stories come to an end, these two lived happily ever after with their filled ink cartridges. And as for Pinky, well, she ended up getting in trouble by the principal because of judging people by their disabilities.
Cast. Narrator voiced by Juliana. Ponky voiced by Nikki. Inkie voiced by Cassie. Pinky voiced by Livy. Ponky's mother voiced by Sophie. Dr. Whiteout voiced by Jocelyn. Mr. Ruler also voiced by Jocelyn. Written by Juliana. Co-written by Nikki and Cassie.
Thank you.